The second part, I guess it's time for a story.
Yes.
Go ahead.
So we're talking about materialism, and we're talking about
Materialism and spirituality. How do they come together?
Right? So this story goes about what is known in Tasawwuf as the Gawsul Azam, the pinnacle, the pole of enlightenment, the pole of knowledge, the pole of reality. And this is Abdul Qadir Gailani. And there is a Sufi scholar who is traveling from Damascus to Baghdad to visit Abdul Qadir Gailani. And on his path, he sees a man praying under a tree in the middle of the desert. And he has a little prayer mat, and he's praying and he's praying. All he does is pray. And so he goes up to this man and he says, "What are you doing?" He said, "Oh, all my life I spend in prayer. The only possession I have in life is this prayer mat. I have nothing else. I am praying night and day, but I still haven't been able to find Allah." And he says, "Can you do something for me?" And the traveler says, "Sure." He says, "Can you ask Sheikh Gailani, can he tell me what I need to do? What am I doing wrong? Why are my prayers not reaching Allah?" And the traveler says, "Yes, I will do what I can." And he travels to Baghdad, and he meets with the Sheikh, and he tells the story of this good soul who's spending his life in prayer and who has no possessions but a single prayer mat. And he says, "What do you suggest, O Sheikh?" And Abdul Qadir Gailani says, "Tell him to get rid of his prayer mat." And the traveler says, "What? But that's the only thing he says." He says, "Well, tell him to get rid of his prayer mat." The traveler says, "Okay." And he sets on his way back to Damascus. And back under the same tree, he sees again the same poor soul, and he's praying nonstop. And the man says to the traveler, he says, "So, what did Sheikh Gailani say?" And he says, "Well, he said you should get rid of your prayer mat." He says, "This is the only thing I have. My whole fear in life, my whole worry is that what if I lose this prayer mat? I cling to it because it is my only way to Allah." And it is Sheikh Gailani that sees from all the way over there that what is between him and Allah is that singular possession. That it is that fear of loss that keeps him away from his essential reality. And even if you fear losing one single thing, you cannot be with that singular consciousness because your ego has a hold of you. So it is not which possessions you have, which possessions you are fortunate to be born with, or you are fortunate to encounter along your way. It is the fear of losing them. It is the idea that they belong to you in one way or another. It is the thought that they are not on loan to you. So because we are constantly living this singular existence, if you are going to find reality, you have to find it in your everyday life. If you are sifting through grains of rice, you have to find Allah in between those grains of rice. If you are managing hedge funds, you have to find your essential reality in what you do every day. It is not what you do, it is how you do it. and your perception. There's beauty in everything in life, whether you're a nurse, a soldier, a doctor, whatever it is. And it is in your daily life that you have to find it, not by running away and hiding in a cave and just not being in life because you don't want to face your emotions. It is, during our lives that we face all the challenges. It is during our lives when we have all the adversities. It is during our lives that we are able to get to know ourselves, because our emotions, our fears, our greed, our jealousies, everything is triggered while we are active in our lives. When they are triggered, we can purify away from them. If they are never triggered, we don't know that they're there, right? So it is all the adversities in life that help you grow. And if you're a hedge fund manager, there's a lot of adversities, I can guarantee you that.
Okay, wonderfully answered. Thank you, Mr. Garner. Assalamualaikum.
Okay,
Alaikum salam.
terima kasih Profesor Aan.